vaccine. Kung panonoorin ko lang lagi yung balita, baka atakihin ako sa puso sa takot. But as chair of the Committee on Health, I have to be objective and we have to be sober about this approach looking forward. But I'd like to ask the experts themselves, siguro dapat marinig din tayo ng ating mga kababayan ngayon, lalo na yung mga ina, lalo na yung mga magulang ng 800,000 na nabukunahan. Is there really a need to panic? Kinakailangan ba talaga tayo magpanic na dahil sa nangyayaring ito? Dahil pag nanonood tayo ng balita, halos lahat ng deaths, no, sinasabi ay due to Dengvaxia. Probably we can ask panel of experts. Unang-una siguro si Mary Ann Lansang ng UP. Kaya mo naman. And then, probably I could ask UPPGH after Dr. Legazpi or Dr. Juliet Aguilar and RITM probably. Ma'am, Dr. Lansang, sige po. Is there a need to panic? Kinakailangan ba kaming mag-alala ng mga magulang na nabakunahan ng anak?
Wala pong basis na magpanic po ngayon. Ang advice po namin, based on our calculations, dun sa mga results from the clinical trials, in general, safe ho kasi marami sa mga kababayan natin at that age would be seropositive. Ang problema po natin, merong ng 10 to 20% or maybe 30% na seronegative.
But there are deaths no doon sa mga naturukan. Yan lang po ang
yun ang tanong ninyo.
Opo. But is it already a cause for a parent like me to panic o mag-alala?
Hindi rin po kasi hindi pa natin nakukuha yung final result from the Dengue Investigative Task Force kung talagang dahil sa severe dengue na enhanced or napalubha ng Dengvaxia o kung natural na wild type dengue ho ito. Meron hong maliit na risk na masasabi na baka na-enhance nga yun sakit
po mga may sakit
Dengvaxia
na naturukan, baka napabilis.
Pero,
so, is there any
but we can address that ho by very prompt health seeking. Pag lagnat ang bata, pumunta ho sa dalubhasang doktor, hindi yun pipitsugang manggagamot. Para ho
sa doktor kwak-kwak.
Para ho ma-detect kagad at ma-manage kagad. Gusto ko hong i-stress na pwede rin hong kung hindi magaling ang doktor, mamatay ang bata dahil sa mismanagement. Kaya ho talagang importanteng na-train ang mga doktor sa management, na correct management ng dengue. So marami hong dahilan kung bakit mamamatay ang bata.
Thank you, Dr. Lansang. Si Dr. Juliet Aguilar o si Dr. Legazpi, anybody from PGH, probably can also inform the committee of your findings kahit na lang, briefly, in connection with this question.
Maraming salamat po sa tanong kasi yun sana ang talagang kanina ko pang iniisip paano natin ipapahiwatig sa buong bayan yung mga nanay na talagang grabe na ang kanilang pagkaba ngayon. Ang kailangan po natin sabihin din, ipahiwatig sa kanila na ang dengue infection ay hindi mangyayari yan kung hindi kayo nakagat ng lamok. Kaya importante yung ating paligid, lilinisin natin. Huwag tayo maglalagay ng mga bagay-bagay na magiging breeding places ng dengue. Yung tawag natin, vector, yung mosquito na tinatawag na nagdadala ng dengue. So, ang kailangan, clean up. If this is our time to clean up, we have to do a clean up, total cleanup ng ating environment.
So hindi po totoo na dahil doon sa, kasi pag nanonood ka lang, kung hindi ka layman ka ho, ang lumalabas parang lahat po ng mga namamatay na napapabalita ay dahil sa Dengvaxia.
Hindi naman po.
Maganda ho kayo po ang magpaliwanag sa publiko para naintindihan.
Kasi po ang ating, kasi sa dami na injection na bakunahan ng Dengvaxia, talagang meron at meron ding mga normal diseases that will happen na with or without Dengvaxia. In other words, meron yung aming isang team member, isang specialist sa hematology oncologist. Meron kaming 2 cases out of the 14 na leukemia. So sabi namin, meron kasing may isang mga virgin case. So sabi namin, is this caused by the dengue or is it not? But if you look at the normal statistics ng leukemia, sa dami na almost 1 million cases na nabakunahan, meron, I think the estimate is around, in the normal, is around 20 or so patients that could be seen in this population, even without vaccination. So we don't know at the moment kung may relasyon dito sa Dengvaxia na binigay. Kaya gusto lang kaya lagi na sinasabi natin, gusto pa nating gumawa pa ng mga masinsinang pag-aaral para malaman natin kung ano. I think the whole world is looking at us. We have a lot of patients that have been given this vaccine in a mass scale. So we are actually, although we don't want to say na naging subject sila ng study, pero we might as well take advantage of the situation. Kung ano yung i-discover natin dito sa situation, we have to make something good out of what we have right now. So sana talaga lahat ng mga forces, mga tao, magtulong-tulong talaga, lahat ng agencies. Huwag na tayo
ko lang po, madam, sorry to cut you short. Dito po sa Dengvaxia, for us to be able to determine kung takasakaling Dengvaxia nga ang dahilan, do we need to really autopsy or sa blood sample lang pwede? Kasi alam ko ang dengue dapat sa blood pa lang.
Sana yung kasi yung mga sinabi natin pong tissue studies, kailangan po natin kasi wala na yung patient, yung bata, no? So yung mga ongoing na surveillance natin, meron po tayong in place na ng pathway. Kunyari kung anong gagawin, kunyari meron tayong suspicion ng dengue, without Dengvaxia and with Dengvaxia, meron na po tayong napag-aralan ng ginawa na ng DOH at na-roll out na yan sa lahat ng hospital.
And who are authorized to conduct? Ilan lang ho ba ang
alam kong
forensic pathology sa ating bansa? Ilan ho ba ang
alam ko
qualified?
Po na talagang forensic pathologist ay 2 lang po.
And I think Dr. Lim is one of them.
Ang isa sa 2 nating forensic pathologists ay nasa paligid natin, si Dr. Cecil Lim. And the other pathologist has been engaged by Sanofi. So, hindi siya pwede natin siyang tanungan.
Dalawa na lang, ginawa pa ng Sanofi. Isa.
Okay. So kaya nga nung kinuha namin itong team, sinigurado namin na wala pong baggage ang aming member ng team.
But before you, siguro tanong ko lang siguro, I'll just take advantage dahil dadalawa lang pala ang ating forensic pathologist. Kasi later on, Mr. Chair, in case we build up a case against Sanofi, for example, in the future, probably in the international court, we want to make sure we have an airtight case. Ang problema, ang worry ko rito, I know I'm getting the hit for this, that yung PAO has been conducting autopsies. Paano kung malaman pala na hindi pala sila authorized? Baka mamaya may ganun. So, tama ho, ang our aim is that everybody should help one another and coordinate dahil we have to build an airtight case. So baka mamaya nagpakahirap tayo, ma-technical lang tayo in the end, and then all of these efforts, we have been spending so many hours here, tapos matatalo lang pala tayo because of technicality, Mr. Chair. Probably Dr. Lim, can you siguro kahit briefly lang kung ano po ang procedures at pwede nyo ma-contribute so that we will be able to have an airtight case against Sanofi, for example, or whoever the culprits are.
Sir, I haven't been sworn in yet, so.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding.
I do.
Hindi ka napansin na itong matandang nasa likod ko, no?
And I have to apologize, I was slow in standing up.
Good.
Sir, we still have to do the autopsies for the simple reason that you want a complete picture of what happened. You don't want, especially for the future cases, you don't want to bury the body or even cremate the body and then find out na, ay hindi pa kami tapos. By that time, wala na. So as much as possible, we need to do complete test and complete collection even dun sa kung pwedeng habulin yung mga namatay na. At
So
na bury na.
So the autopsies are very essential
Yes,
in
sir.
this investigation.
Yes, sir.
Siguro ang worry ko lang kasi kung wala yung, halimbawa, hindi po, dapat talagang experts po, no? In the future, baka yung tissue samples, baka mamaya maging contaminated na. And it might, baka ma-technical, yun po ang problema. Tama ba ako,
Yes,
doktora?
sir.
Di ako doktor kaya lang.
Yes, sir. So there are standards to performing the autopsy that you might be questioned if you go to an international court, for example.
You have to be authorized or you have to have the training, the proper training.
Philippines, sir, is we don't really, the sanitation code doesn't really specify who is authorized. So anybody can actually do an autopsy, any doctor.
Yeah,
but ang ano na lang, sir, is yung specialty. For example, kayo, kunyari may sakit kayo sa puso, kanino kayo pupunta? Kay Dr. Gap Legaspi, neurosurgeon, o pupunta kayo kay Dr. Liachon na cardiologist? Ay, di ba cardiologist? Ay, hindi ba? That's what I understand. So,
Thank you very much, Doctor. It's been very helpful kasi we have to understand kami mga layman na hindi po kami mga doktor. Very, very careful in issuing statements here. But of course, Mr. Chair, we are here to find out the truth and likewise prevent to create any more hysteria which is not helping at all. Ang worry ko lang, siguro I'd like to ask probably seriously Dr. Lechon later on and Dr. Duque kung ano po yung magiging plano natin, no? Now that there's an hysteria, there's some sort of panic, how does the DOH intend to address this? Because Mr. Chair, ang problema ngayon, there are a lot of parents right now who refuse to have their children be given vaccines already. Pati yung diphtheria, yung usual polio. And I was informed that about 30%, there's a 30, I don't know if it's correct, 30% drop already. My worry, Mr. Chair, that this will be a problem in the next few years if this trend goes on. Baka magkaroon na tayo ng epidemic, magkaroon tayo ng outbreak of diseases kung hindi matuloy at hindi maibalik yung tiwala ng publiko sa ating pong immunization program. Siguro Dr. Duque, and then I'll ask Dr. Lechon what do you think about this. Secretary Duque, what does the DOH intend to do to bring back the confidence on the immunization program?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. You're right. We have feedback from the ground, and in particular Region 3, where report to us is that the immunization coverage in 2017 was at 87%. But I think now they see a decline in the coverage, and to date, I think it's down to 57%, a substantial 30% reduction, and that's truly a cause for concern.
Yeah,
But
what will be the implications, Secretary Duque? Ano
the long term,
in the long term?
Yes, sir. Well, number two, let me also report that in Davao City, where I was last week, the regional director had reported to me that there's an increasing number of parents who don't want their children to be injected with the measles vaccine. And one of the more common reasons for refusal is, again, the Dengvaxia has tainted the other vaccines, the innocent vaccines. And also, even for the very benign deworming activity, which is not even necessary to inject, and it's just a tablet that you to you drink, swallow, and even that there's been a palpable refusal on the part of parents, no, of these school children. So we see now a very serious implication of this, and I think this is fanned unnecessarily by the hysterics that seem to come from certain quarters, and this is not fair because the parents will tend to absorb everything that is mentioned about this, and coming from questionable sources, no, such an information. So I think it behooves upon all of us to really band together and to only allow information that's evidence-based and truly scientific based, no. This is very important, and I appeal to everyone, especially those whom we occasionally see on TV, and they certainly there's an effort to create this hysteria or this fear, if not panic, among parents, no, of children. We do understand, of course, the sentiment of the parents, but I think it is important that for us, for the Senate, for the Congress, for DOH, for the other agencies of government, to really have a unified stand. That,
are you open, Secretary Duque? Because I think you have already formed a task force, yes, supposedly. UPPGH was tasked, no, to do the studies. Unfortunately, PAO has been doing their own thing, and we have invited them. I am not, for the record, Mr. Chair, hindi ko po sila pinatitigil sa kanilang pag-autopsy. All I'm asking for them is to coordinate and work together with the experts so that we will have an airtight case later on when we file these cases later on in the courts.
That's the ultimate objective, Mr. Chairman, and that is why yesterday I had met with Secretary Vit Aguirre and to officially transmit to him the findings of the UPPGH Dengvaxia investigation task force, no, and and I told him that this can provide very valuable information that will hope to complement the findings of other groups, or in fact he told me that he will have it investigated once again by the NBI experts this time. I was informed by Secretary Aguirre that they do have real experts in the NBI who do autopsy, forensics autopsy, meaning not only gross examination of the bodies and the organs of the dead, but also tissues from such bodies that can be examined under the microscope, and to relate this with other medical, clinical, and other laboratory and diagnostic findings.
Thank you, Sec Duque. I'd just like to take advantage, no, because the problem now is gaining back the confidence of the parents to the program. And probably you can ask the PMA, Dr. Bucastro is here, and how you can help your association, the Philippine Medical Association, can help bring back the confidence. And probably next is Dr. Antoinette Gonzalez, no, sa mga pediatric practitioners, probably those two people. Yes, sir. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Briefly and directly to the point, ito kasi panic na, no? So it's about the forensic findings versus the findings of the PGH. All of the doctors involved here ay lahat sila membro ng PMA. So palagay ko naman hindi sila hindi kung imbitahan namin sila lahat at pag-usapan namin ito sa professional level para hindi magkawindang-windang yung interpretation ng ating mga kababayan at mawawala yung panic. So, kung nandito sana si Dr. Erfe, kukunin ko yung kanyang sagot sa public kung willing siya na gawin ang PMA na venue at ang PGH, kung willing din sila, Dr. Duque and Dr. Garin, kung willing sila na gawin ang PMA, gawin ang lahat ng reconciliation ng mga findings. Meron kasi kami tinatawag na morbidity, mortality conference na lahat sa pinakaliit-liitang parte ng katawan ay pinag-uusapan yan. At gagawin po namin yan sa professional level at pag-report po namin, we will reduce that into a layman's term kung maaari.
Let me just say, with the permission of Senator Herschel, just to reinforce, if I may. Secretary Duque, you heard Dr. Cecilia Lim here that there is a need for an autopsy. Now, it is of paramount importance because I heard you say last time, I think one of you said, it's going to take about 20 years, may lalabas pa yan.
I think it was Dr. Lansang who articulated that, the possibility.
Dr. Lansang, thank you for... So, maaaring 20 years, maaaring 10 years, maaaring 5 years. The point is, abang hindi natin nakikita yan, there's got to be autopsies, studies on how, on what is happening, because that can be our contribution to the world as well. But at the same time, we have to assure the public, especially pag nakasakit na yung bata, ngayon, na andyan ang DOH kaagad, no? I think that will help stifle the hysteria. Dapat nakahanda kayo na pag may nakasakit sa Bataan, nakasakit sa Zambales, sa Cebu, nakahanda ang DOH, talaga lalapitan natin yan because buhay yan eh. Nakikita naman niya ang violent reaction na ng tao. At pag sinabi niya yan at talagang napapa-epektuhan yan, mababawasan yung hysteria. Especially kung may results kaagad na magagawa. I want to know whether that's a step in the right direction na gagawin. In fact, we are ready to work with you also in Direct Cross, as you know.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for allowing your
Kasi
people...
may gastos yan. Sa autopsy lang, may gastos na naman yan. Kaya nagtataka ko, just follow up,